Chris, what is our fourth main topic today?
This comes from Preston M. News is going around that Avatar 2 will have its first trailer play in front of Doctor Strange 2. This will be our first look at a movie that we've been waiting for over a decade. I honestly don't know what I'm more excited for, to see the first trailer or to see Doctor Strange 2, because it looks like I'll be seeing them on the same night. Do you think it's a good idea to have the Avatar trailer play with Doctor Strange?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in, Preston. And yeah, it still doesn't seem real to me. It seems like a made-up story, like a new Indiana Jones movie or a Flash movie, Chris.
It's not real.
It's not real until it's on the damn screen. But it's weird to think that, oh, this myth of another Avatar film, this fake news of another Avatar film that they've toyed with us with for going on a decade now, is actually coming this year, at the end of the year. And, you know, we've been talking a lot lately about how I think there's a lot of people sleeping on Avatar. There's a lot of people, you know, who think like, oh, you know, no one's going to care about Avatar. You're going to find out you're damn wrong. You're damn wrong. And I don't know if sleeping on the number one box office film of all time and the filmmaker who has two of the top three best, or not best, but two of the top three box office grossing movies of all time. And some of the greatest sci-fi films in the history thing. And you're going to doubt him? I feel like Morgan Freeman in The Dark Knight saying, good luck. Good luck. But we've also always said that we'll really know, or we'll really get a better handle on this once the first trailer drops. Because once the first trailer drops, depending on how good or bad it is, we're going to then get a true sense of what the general temperature is amongst average film fandom and where their excitement level is or lack thereof when it comes to the movie. So when's that trailer going to come? 10 years ago, 6 years ago, the first trailer for Avatar would have come 18 months before the movie was coming out in theaters. Thankfully, we are now living in an era where they have been shortening that theatrical or that trailer window from how far out from the movie releasing they actually finally release a trailer. But, you know, what's Doctor Strange? May? So June, July, August, September, October,
May
November?
6th.
About 6 months. Okay, 6 months is starting. I mean, still a little far out, but it's starting to get within earshot of when the movie's coming out. And so now there is this report that the first trailer for Avatar is going to play in front of Doctor Strange. We got this from Screen Rant, who wrote the following. The long-awaited trailer for James Cameron's Avatar 2 will reportedly be unveiled in front of the release of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Released in December of 2009, Cameron's original Avatar film was considered revolutionary and groundbreaking for the filmmaking world. Since then, moviegoers have been waiting on the edges of their seats for any news regarding its 4 highly anticipated sequels. That's right, 4. Since both of these movies are owned by Disney, it only makes sense. Plus, both movies are widely speculated to be the biggest blockbusters of the year. Now, this, of course, comes from a industry newsletter called Ankler, I believe is where it comes from. And they're reporting that they have their sources inside Disney that say this. Now, so let's say for now, let's take this with a grain of salt. Although Ankler is pretty reputable, but still, let's take it with a grain of salt for now. And let's, for the sake of the discussion, assume that this is true, that we are going to get our first trailer for Avatar in front of Doctor Strange. And by the way, what I'm also hearing is that unlike most movies today, which will drop their trailers online long before they play in front of a movie in things, that this might exclusively play in theaters in front of Doctor Strange. This does a couple of things. Number one, it is a great way for Disney, which does own both films, to announce to the world a new Avatar is coming. Because right now, those of us in this bubble, we know, right? We've known for some time. We've known about all the production drama, the ups and downs, the changing release dates, and this. We know, but a lot of the average film fandom may not. And so, what better way than to put this in front of what could be the number 1, number 2, or number 3 biggest film of the year in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and dropping this trailer in front of that? That's a big way to announce it's coming. Mm-hmm. That is a big-ass trumpet player walking into the room going, presenting, and then in comes walking Avatar, Belle of the Ball, right? Good way to do that. But there's a second thing here, and a lot of people are going to disagree with this, and that's fine. But you announce that the first trailer for the new Avatar is playing exclusively in front of Doctor Strange opening weekend. They're going to sell more tickets. I kid you not, and maybe not since Star Wars The Phantom Menace. There are going to be people that will buy tickets just because they want to see this trailer. I mean, they're probably going to want to see Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness anyway, but they might go a little bit sooner because they want to see this trailer. You may laugh at that, but I'm telling you it's true. In my best Kurt Angle, it's damn true. So this is, I think, would be, theoretically speaking, if this is true, this is a stroke of genius. And again, at 6 months out from the movie, it's not too far out. Like, you're starting to get within that acceptable range. Between 6 and 3 months, I really think, is when you should be dropping your first trailer anyway. And this might be more of an announcement trailer. But I'm thinking if they put this in front of Doctor Strange, they're not looking to just make an announcement trailer. They're probably looking to blow people's underwear off. Like with this. They want this trailer to play and like go, everybody just be salivating and go, when is December getting here? So I think this would be an absolute stroke of genius, provided that the trailer they're about to give us is a good one. Rob, you hear this report. Number one, let me ask you if you think there could be validity to this. Number two, if so, is this a good move by Disney to try to put this maybe trailer in front of a Doctor Strange and maybe even as a theatrical exclusive? What do you think?
Well, my first question, are they still going to use papyrus as the font for the logo? I'm not sure.
One of the great Saturday Night Live skits.
Oh, man, it's so good. So good. No, John, I have to tell you, I am a big Avatar fan. Every time I watch Avatar, I think the scenes when they ride the dragons, call them what you want, for the very first time, is one of the great scenes in all of fantasy cinema. When Jake Sully first flies, it's an incredible sequence. I have the extended version on Blu-ray. I wish it would come out in 4K. But I am very excited for this. I think this is a good move. I think that they need to announce it in front of a film that is going to get the most eyeballs on it. And remember, you know, a lot of people that are fans of the MCU, if you're like 25 years old, you were 8 when Avatar came out. And there's probably a lot of people that didn't have. Now, you know, you hear people that poo-poo Avatar all the time. I'm like, if you saw Avatar in a theater, especially in IMAX 3D, it was an extraordinary theatrical experience. I've often said that.
It really was.
It was extraordinary. I took my mother. She'd never seen an IMAX 3D movie. And my mother, who's a very pragmatic, unimaginative woman, looked at me. She sat through the credits. Eyes as big as saucers. I'd never seen my mother look like this in my entire life. She was 70 when she saw the movie, and she turned to me and she said, "How did they do that?" And she was captivated. I'm like, man, this movie's got some magic that I've never seen before. And I really felt that way. And a lot of people, well, it's Fern Gully, dances as well, whatever. You know, it's an amazing feat. So to see this come back, very exciting. This first trailer, though, John, there's a lot riding on this trailer.
Oh, my God.
And like you said, you're going to have to win over all the, Avatar, blah, blah, blah. You know, half of film Twitter is like holding their arms like this, like, what do you got, Jimmy? I mean, it's going to be that way. So this trailer better be mind-blowing. And I don't know how it could be mind-blowing. I mean, you know, if Jake Sully himself doesn't step out of the screen and talk to you directly. I mean, I don't know what I'm expecting, but I'm expecting something like angels coming down from heaven. I mean, it's got to be that good.
He's been working on this movie for I don't know how many years. By the way, when you're telling that story about taking your mom to see Avatar and asking how they do, all I had in my head is Sir Ben Kingsley going, "How do they teach those apes to ride those horses?" That's all I could hear. That's all I could hear, man, for whatever reason, which is awesome. Chris, they're saying that we're going to get a trailer for Avatar 2 in front of Doctor Strange 2, which makes for one hell of a night. I mean, for going to the movies, that is one hell of a night. So let's assume for a second that this is true. And let's remind our audience right now, it may not be true. Okay, this may not be the case. It does check a lot of the boxes. It does seem to line up with several things that we know, but it might not be true. But assuming that it is, Good move, bad move? What are the advantages for them? And how do you think people are going to respond?
Oh, brilliant move. Much like Rob, my dad loves Avatar. He loves it so much. We took a trip to go to Pandora because he loves it so much. And this is like, I love my dad. If you looked up, this is Logan's favorite joke, if you looked up wasp in the dictionary, you'd see a photo of my father before the actual insect. He is a very, very like straight, rigid, like lawyer type. And he adores Pandora and everything to do with Avatar. So as somebody who's probably not as into Doctor Strange, this is definitely going to entice him. Usually my dad sees Marvel movies just so we have some talking points on our weekly phone calls. This time he's going to be like, we saw my movie. It was amazing. The only issue is if this is an announcement trailer, that is the most bonehead move of all time.
Yeah.
If my exclusive look is a little 10-second, hey, Avatar's coming, I'm going to be furious. This has to be an absolutely fully done, incredible effects, pull me into that universe again trailer. I need to see what you've been doing for the last 10 years, James. I need to see the receipts. All right. And then I'll be happy.
But listen, but you bring up a great point, because Rob, you're talking about like this trailer needs to blow people away and stuff, all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing though. As great of a move as this is, to what you were saying, Chris, if they do make a big deal out of this, and they tell the world, come to Doctor Strange 2 and get your first look at our return to Pandora and James Cameron's Avatar 2, water, water, wet, wet, fun, fun. You know, whatever they're going to call the damn movie, right? I don't know. I'm just making up a title.
Aquaman moved. Come swim with us.
I still kind of like water, water, wet, wet, fun, fun. I'm going to go with that one. That'll be its name in Japan. But at any rate,
I want a shirt that says that.
if they tell the world that come see Doctor Strange 2 and get your first look at this, and it ends up being a 15-second black screen with audio
And
clip
papyrus
from
writing.
the first one, and then the papyrus title of Avatar 2, and that's it. That will be a PR nightmare for them. That could, whereas the first trailer could come out and totally go, oh my God, this is going to be the new biggest film of all time, blah, blah, blah. It could totally go the other way if they handle this wrong. And under Bob Chapek, I wouldn't put that by them. But I'm pretty sure James Cameron is probably one of the only directors in the world who's probably got a little bit of control over what the trailers do and do not do.
Dude.
So, but it could be a disaster, Rob.
Dude, this is going to be Dirk Diggler at the end of Boogie Nights, finally unzipping. That's what it's going to be. That's what I expect. We waited 2.5 hours, unzip and give us a glimpse. That's what this movie should be. That's what this trailer should be. It's Dirk Diggler's dong.
Now,
Avatar 2, Dirk Diggler's dong. I can't wait for them to put that on the posters.
Avatar.
Ray, let me. I don't like.
No, John, I don't want to see it.
You want to see the Dirk Diggler's dong? I know you are excited about Doctor Strange 2, but do you have any interest in Avatar? I don't know that we've ever even talked about that.
I was telling the chat, right? I remember being like awed, and like it stuck with me for like a solid week after watching the first Avatar in theaters.
Right.
But whenever it comes on for free on TV and I tune to it, I just can't watch it anymore. And I don't know, yeah, it's just like someone pointed out, like it doesn't grow well, and I think I'm one of those people that it just didn't grow well with me. I don't know whether it's just because when I don't know why, but I'll still see Avatar 2 just because, like I said before, I want to see the technology advancement. And you know, James Cameron usually shows something really cool and crazy. Yeah, so I'm excited for Avatar 2. I wouldn't buy a ticket for a movie just to see the trailer, but yeah, I'm excited to see the movie.
I remember for me, I saw it because I do not give 2 squirts of urine about 3D. I think it's a useless gimmick. Now, not everybody shares my opinion. That's fine, but that's just how I feel about it. But I did see, the first time I saw Avatar, I saw it in 3D, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty damn good. But then I saw it again like 2 days later in a non-3D theater. I'm like, oh, it's just as good without the 3D, so I was fine without it. But they did, it will be interesting, like you're saying, Ray, about what is the big advancement he's going to give us this time. I just can only imagine with the amount of time he's been working on this damn film. I hope we're in for something good. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about This whole notion that we could be getting our first Avatar trailer in front of Doctor Strange 2. Do you think it's a good move? Maybe a bad move? Do you think maybe that this isn't true at all? We're not going to get one till we get closer to the release date? Or do you think that 6 months is close enough to put the first one out? Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Coinbase. Have you found yourself curious about getting involved in cryptocurrency, but if you're like a couple of friends of mine who have been really interested in it, they felt kind of overwhelmed by it, like not even knowing how to get started? Well, that's where Coinbase comes in, because they make learning to buy and sell crypto simple. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy to use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. And that's why millions of people all over the world in 100 different countries trust Coinbase with their digital assets. So whether you're looking to diversify, just getting started, or searching for a better way to access crypto markets, start today with Coinbase. And for a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/Campea. Sign up at coinbase.com/Campea for $10 in free Bitcoin. This offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today. That's coinbase.com/Campea.